Well, good morning, everyone. Let me get Pete here on the line. In the world of independent news here on YouTube and Periscope and Facebook, etc., there are all kinds of technical issues that crop up from time to time, and we're experiencing that right now. Pete Santilli, well, I'm going to be joining him if we can get Pete here on the Skype line. And of course, no good
The person whom you're trying to reach is currently unavailable.
Is complete without multiple simultaneous failures. So there's been a tech issue over here at HQ, and I'm also unable to reach Pete or be reached by Pete. So this may prove to be a very short live stream. Pete had a number of topics to discuss. Let's see if we can get him on Skype. Good morning, everyone. We've got a very full day today. Going to be joined by Larry Nichols later. Going to be joined by Mr. Burgundy and Joe Napoli later. Don't seem to be able to get Pete at the moment. Let's see if we can get
Trying to reach.
No luck. So I think we can kind of didn't go live on YouTube. That's great. This may become an abandoned stream. So let's just get our friends on YouTube live here and explain to everyone what's going on. And hopefully Pete will come online before very long. We were going to discuss the ongoing issue of corruption within the FBI. Of course, people who saw my last stream, okay, we should be live on YouTube now. Hello, YouTube. Just to repeat what was said there, we're having a little bit of a technical issue as far as connecting with Pete Santilli goes. Yes, he's dealing with technical issues. He says, give me a second. So we'll wait for Pete. Hello to everyone on YouTube. I want to thank everyone who's joining us on periscope.tv/CS The Truth. We are on Twitch. We're on YouTube. Of course, Good Morning Trump Movement 2. We are on 2 channels. On YouTube, we've got the 21C3D YouTube channel, which is an ongoing experiment in Super Chat. People who want to sponsor the show via Super Chat can do that by going to 21st Century 3D's YouTube channel, which is at 21C3D. I really must apologize to everyone. I was supposed to be on Pete's show this morning. Pete is just working through some technical issues on his end. And it also seems that an iOS update that I installed yesterday is creating massive technical issues on this end as well, locking me out of my multi-cameras, which is very disappointing. I'm not sure if we can address that while we're waiting for Pete to get on here live. A lot of people talking about Donald Trump's all-caps tweet to Iran. It's funny how the Twitter wars have taken on an international stage. So we'll see where that goes. A lot of people feel that Mr. Trump is appropriately handling the mullahs in the same way that he did Kim Jong-un and not sitting still for threats. Pete, we got to do something here. I got to cancel this stream and get ready for the next thing here today. Perhaps questions from the viewers. We've got 100 people watching on YouTube. Good morning, everyone. Lovely to see you. It was a fascinating interview last night with Michael Dick of the FBI, formerly of the FBI. We're really learning quite a lot from insiders about how the FBI can be extremely vindictive and destroy the lives of its own agents who don't cooperate. I would encourage anyone who possibly has not seen that episode to tune in and listen to some of the things that Mike had to say. He's talking, of course, about his personal experiences with Andrew McCabe, Peter Strzok, all of the people that we hear are involved in the Robert Mueller investigation of Donald Trump, something I think a lot of us agree has gone on far too long and shows virtually no signs of any valid evidence against the president in terms of crimes beyond Trump derangement syndrome by his detractors. So, Pete, what do we got cooking, man? That's more than a second. We got to really get this thing going. So let's see if we can add in this other camera here. Oh, that's interesting. There it is. Seems that just looking at it fixes it. Interesting, interesting. So I hope to have Pete Santilli on the line in just a moment. There's been no shortage of technical snafus. But again, Mike Dick joined me last night for our first episode of Inside the FBI. Mike and I have been in communication for some time regarding his treatment by the FBI, which has included character assassination, something, of course, we have become familiar with as a pattern and practice of operation in the FBI through our conversations with Robin Gritz and Michael McMahon. There seems to be quite a few FBI agents who have suffered at the hands of what Mike Dick describes as a small group of individuals within the FBI. Mike did not stop short of accusing them of all-out criminal activity. He even gave us some insights into... No, I can't... Pete. You got to come on my show here, man. We've been rescheduled for 10 a.m. with Pete. I think we might have to choose another day or do something right now. Let's see if we can get Pete on. Well, we're only 8 minutes into this live stream. If Pete isn't ready, I suppose we can come back. The person whom you're trying to reach. Okay. So Pete's not with us. I apologize to everyone. Please take a moment to go check out some of the great interviews we've been doing on Crowdsource the Truth. Certainly Mike Dick, very interesting insights into the operation of the FBI and his experiences with Peter Strzok. This is fascinating to see firsthand testimony from people. Mike describes how Peter Strzok was belligerent and that Mike was designated an internal threat by a special unit created by Robert Mueller. I was surprised to hear Mike say that he had great respect for Robert Mueller. A lot of people in the comments didn't like that, but of course we've got to listen to what these people say, and we've got to understand the compartmentalization of the FBI, and Mike says he found him to be a man of integrity. This was many years ago. We don't know what may have changed. I personally, of course, have never met Robert Mueller, but I find it difficult to agree with Mike's assessment there because, of course, we know Robert Mueller, he was the FBI director throughout the duration of the 9/11 attacks, the investigation, and the subsequent cover-up. So that was a very troubling pedigree, in my view, for Mr. Mueller. I do want to remind everyone that Quinn Michaels and I are making a regular practice of our Patreon-only streams, and I apologize to those people who don't like this practice of videos appearing on Patreon only, but I do want them to understand that doing this work requires financial sponsorship, and even if you're unable to sponsor the show by joining patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth, I think people who are watching all the free content should be very pleased that there are people who are willing to sponsor the show, because without that financial sponsorship, I certainly couldn't continue this type of work. And it's my goal to move beyond the traditional YouTube news where somebody just sits behind a laptop web camera reading information from other web pages, and try to bring everybody something different, where I travel around the country and discover all kinds of information. We were investigating the strange death of Peter Smith last week. Of course, we got to see Field McConnell at the Plum City Plunge, and I've been in communication with Field this morning. So thank you so much to everyone who's been sponsoring the show. It means a lot. We're going to have some more surprises for our Patreon-only sponsors, and there will always be tons of free content right here on YouTube and other platforms as long as Google and others allow. So please, if you can, get on to patreon.com/crowdsourcethetruth and become a sponsor. Some people were asking about how they can purchase merchandise, and of course if you go to redbubble.com, you can just search for Crowdsource the Truth on there, and there is a lovely array of mugs. I do need to get on to putting some more of our graphics onto the various items you can purchase from redbubble.com. And of course, I want to remind everyone that just because you see something on a t-shirt only does not mean that you can't get it on another item. All of the artwork is available on all of the different items that are offered. You can get Imran Awan mug if you like to see Imran working for Chris Gowan. Oh, look at that. 10% off for joining the Redbubble mailing list. There are frequently site-wide discounts that you can enjoy. So many of the graphics that have been thumbnails for Sunday with Charles episodes and the other episodes that we've done are available on t-shirts, mugs, phone cases, iPad cases. You can get a Podfather mug or phone case or whatever you might like. So I think that's going to do it for the vamping session right now. It looks like we'll be back with Pete at 10 a.m. so I hope everybody will join me then. Thanks so much, and I apologize for the technical difficulties. Take care.